I don't want there to be any hard feelings between Army. When you and Rachel were being abducted, I was sitting in Gordon's cage. Now, I didn't rig those charges. Young man, your plan. Do I really look like a guy with a plan? You know what I am? I'm a dog chasing dog. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. You know, I just do things. The dog has plans. The cops have plans. Gordon's got plans. They're schemers trying to control their little world. I'm not a schemer. I try to show the schemers how pathetic their attempts to control things really are. So, when I say that you and your girlfriend was nothing personal, you know, tell me the truth. I'm gonna do that. Why? Because my wife's in the hospital. Yeah, why? The schemers that put you where you are. You were a schemer. You had plans. Look where that got you.
Police, of course, are taking every possible precaution and urging everyone not to take matters into their own hands.
I just did what I do. I took your little plan and I turned it on itself. Look what I did. Just simply with a few drums of gas and a couple of bullets. You know what I noticed? Nobody panics when things go according to plan. Even if the plan is horrifying. If tomorrow I tell the press that like a gangbanger will get shot, or a truckload of soldiers will be blowing up, nobody panics. Because it's all part of the plan. But when I say that one little old mare will die, well then everyone loses their minds. Introduce a little anarchy. Upset the established order. Everything becomes chaos. I'm an agent of chaos. Oh, and you know the thing about chaos? It's fear.
Yeah, this is mad. This has been going on for so long.
I'm running out of patience 'cause I can't believe what the hell I'm hearing. And speaking of hell, it don't compare to this heat that I am feeling. I love you too much, it shows all my emotions go out of control.
That's how I did it. Finesse.
Good for you, bad for me, when I can hardly see.
Spy games. Give you a clue. Been spying on these motherfuckers my whole life.
Forget to breathe slow, count from 1 to 10 with my eyes closed. Just ladies take it in and kick it.
Excelsior!
And months ago, an elderly gentleman pacing around his garden caught the mood of lockdown Britain. Completing 100 laps in a fundraising walk, Captain Sir Thomas More raised more than £32 million for NHS charities
Is
in
it?
his personal tribute to health
32
workers.
million pounds,
They're
right?
putting themselves in mortal danger, and they're doing it.
Look at this. Service Now. Comedy. I just realised something. All of my posts on Tumblr, they were being seen by millions of people. These motherfuckers have been copying my style. I've noticed how social media has kind of changed. So you guys know everything about me. Everything about me. Okay, cool. Know this.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
Great tan, Marcus. I mean, really impressive. Where do you tan?
Salon.
I've got a tanning bed at home. You should look into it. And, Cecilia. How is she? Where is she tonight?
Cecilia's, well, you know Cecilia. I think she's having dinner with, Evelyn Williams.
Evelyn. Great ass. Goes out with that loser Patrick Bateman. What a dork.
Know this as well.
McDowell,
What is it?
sir, I was wondering, did you happen to catch the professional football contest on television last night?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it was most exhilarating. The Giants of New York took on the Packers of Green Bay. And in the end, the Giants triumphed by kicking an oblong ball made of pigskin through a big H. It was a most ripping victory.
Son, I'm just gonna tell you this one time. You wanna keep working here, stay off the drugs.
You're a top engineer, you pricks. Bullshit company.
A magic spoon. Hey, welcome to the first. We found out and should be put in prison when all is revealed. Me, Mike Lindell.
Mike Lindell here.
This is the Pillow Man speaking. This is hilarious. According to multiple outlets who received confirmation from Twitter, the account wasn't banned because of the election fraud tweet. I mean, they probably would have eventually gotten around to it. It was banned specifically because it violated their ban invasion policy. Mike Lindell's a fucking idiot. He tweeted that Jack Dorsey was trying to cancel me, Mike Lindell, the person who was banned. Look, too liberal for them.
Yes. It was also being promoted as a more Trumpian alternative to Fox News over the past year or so, as Donald Trump himself started to feel he couldn't keep running his mouth about all this nonsense.
Getting shushed sucks, but getting shushed by people you thought were your friends
Really hurts.
embarrassing.
Oh,
Not cool.
they're lucky I'm sleeping on a pillow right now, because that stabbing in the back really hurts.
Yeah. But yeah, it's certainly, they didn't shush him because they disagree with the narrative that the election was somehow stolen from Donald Trump. They knew Lindell would be talking about that exact problem and would be feeding their brain-dead audience with empty reassurances of a stolen election. But they shushed him, they silenced him, they deplatformed him.
Yeah.
Almost certainly because he said the no-no word. Dominion.
Yeah.
If you don't remember, Dominion Voting Systems is currently suing or sending out cease and desist notices to anyone and everyone that calls their integrity into question, because it's kind of important for their entire business model that their voting machines are safe and secure. And yeah.
That the entire nation relies on them for democracy. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal.
They run a voting machine business, and if a bunch of people are out there telling millions of people that they're corrupt and in the tank for Joe Biden and manipulating elections, it's bad news. Also, they've apparently been getting a lot of threats.
Yeah, a lot of personal threats to their employees and
Yeah.
stuff
So
like that.
Dominion has famously sued Sidney Powell and Rudy Giuliani, both of whom they sent a cease and desist to like months ago,
Yeah.
saying, please stop or we'll sue you. They didn't, so they did. They sent cease and desist letters to Mike Lindell. They're actively looking at outlets like Fox News, OAN, and yes, Newsmax for defamation. And like Fox and Newsmax in this interview clearly have had like a written sort of disclaimer that they pull out whenever they start to get a little too close to defamation.
Yeah, nearly everyone who's been in the crosshairs of Dominion has, at the very least, stopped making specific false claims about their voting machines and has instead, like Rudy Giuliani, just said that they're trying to stifle free speech or something to that effect. OAN actually has been quietly deleting posts about Dominion for the past month or so, and Newsmax has stopped digging their hole even further. But Lindell, he's been a lone holdout on the whole ceasing and desisting thing. He's put himself and his stupid fucking pillow company on the hook for absolutely catastrophic financial penalties should he eventually be sued and lose. Still, the fact that he even started mentioning them while a guest on an outlet that might be getting sued by Dominion, that was way too much for them. Over the line, sir. So things got pretty chaotic when that time came. Here, just check out the clip.
Well, first mine was taken down because we have all the election fraud with these Dominion machines. We have 100% proof. And then when they took it down about 3 weeks ago, and then when I put it back up, my personal, it was a
Mike, thank you very much. Mike, you're talking about machines that we at Newsmax have not been able to verify any of those kinds of allegations. We just want to let people know that there's nothing substantive that we've seen. And let me read you something there. While there were some clear evidence.
What the fuck is this?
I saw that movie a bunch of times. And then what happens? You know what happens? Geometry, algebra 2 and trig, all of that happens. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute. Wait, I think I was going to fly jets. Is that what I thought was going to happen? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to be a salesman.
You know what one of the greatest fucking scripts ever written in the history of Hollywood is? What? Top Gun.
Oh, come on.
Top Gun is fucking great. What is Top Gun? You think it's a story about a bunch of fighter pilots?
Yeah, it's about a bunch of guys waving their dicks around.
It is a story about a man's struggle with his own homosexuality. That's it. That is what Top Gun is about.
Oh, you know me, do you? Shut the fuck up. You're a prick. Get the fuck out of here. I know what the fuck I'm doing, yeah? Just follow.
161パウンドフリーズウェルカム指導
Welcome to Let's Talk About That, the show about the show. I'm Stevie, and long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed, and my brother and I discovered the new avatar, an airbender named Aang. And although his airbending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Aang can save the world. This week's guest...
Bye.
Hi. I'm a... Energy drinks only kill like, what, 1 or 2 kids? So please, don't fall for the marketing bullshit. Water is not yoga. Water is liquid death. And that's why this brand needs to exist. To finally give water the ice-cold can and ice-cold name it deserves. A brand that parents will hate, but kids might love.
Liquid death, mountain water.
Made from the deadliest stuff on earth. Please, enjoy responsibly.
That's what I think of you lot.
Look, Bernice, I hate to prick your balloon.
Doc, man, I believe the phrase is burst your bubble.
I know. I just like to say prick whenever I can. Prick. Prick, prick, prick. Prick, 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 prick. Prick, 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 bag, prick, bag, prick, 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 prick. Prick, 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 prick. Prick, 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 prick. Prick, 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 prick. Prick, 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 prick.
Oh, yeah, no idea is original. As he said, every time they lynch someone, we lynch someone in Africa. That's my plan. So carry on. It's a holiday. Remember, MPP, another 4 years. So what the fuck? We should do this for 4 years. It's a holiday.
I have an awesome shot of Puncline in full costume, and I gotta say, I actually like her name a whole lot more now that I know the meaning. The fact that she sees the whole world and some of us don't want to be the good guys. I mean, this whole world you left us is falling apart, and you teach us about the people who actually had the balls to throw some chaos into the mix. And she's saying this as we get another shot of the cracked open closet again. I don't like it, guys. Nothing good ever comes from a cracked open closet. She then continues to say, I don't want to live in the slow decay of your world. I want my own world, and I guess I really don't care if that means hurting lots of people or whatever. This whole world you built is a joke, and I'm the Punchline. As we get an awesome shot of Puncline in full costume, and I gotta say, I actually like her name a whole lot more now that I know the meaning. The fact that she sees the whole world as a joke, and she's the Punchline, is kind of brilliant. It brings it all full circle. At this point, Bob starts laughing harder and harder to the point where he falls off the bed. And Puncline says, you wanted me to prove I was serious before you let me in on this big plan of yours. You needed to see I wasn't just another creepy fangirl, which is clearly a dig at Harley Quinn. She continues to say, there's your proof. I'm ready to get serious. Then the Joker peeks his head out of the closet saying, serious? No, my dear Puncline. What comes next is gonna be funny. And just like that, the